Welcome back, one and all, and yeah, it's Sunday, which means sales once again. And this time I've kind of like gone for some more obscure, mostly games, ones that don't really get picked up that often, but maybe worth a punt or a look into, and maybe some that probably stay clear of. So without further ado, hit that like and subscribe button for future updates, and let's get into it, shall we? And first up we have the Space Invaders games collection thingy. As you see, it's full of different Space Invader games. Some multiplayer, some single player, all, well, to my mind, pretty decent. I love Space Invaders, I grew up with Space Invaders, and I don't really know many people that don't know Space Invaders. It's up to you. Do you like this sort of thing, or are you more of a modern day gamer? Okay, so the Mud Runner games is something that I've been interested in for quite a while. I still haven't pulled the trigger, and I really must, but with its sandbox environments and everything, it looks like it's going to take a while to get into and finish. That kind of like put me off, but for someone that doesn't have the time restraints that I do, this might be a little gem. It really does appeal to me, taking stuff over to other places, well, transporting them in a massive environment. Some of these vehicles are just, yeah, pretty decent. If anyone's played this, should I be picking up? Leave a comment down below. The dungeon crawler, one of my favorite genres in the world ever since Dungeon Master in the old days. But unfortunately, a lot of these can be hit or miss. Some are really decent, a lot akin to the Dungeon Master of the old days, and some are just really bad to play and a complete waste of money. Now, I've not played this one myself, but if you have, again, leave a comment down below and let me know whether I should be picking this one up. But it does look pretty sparse, to be honest with you. And from dungeons, we're going to head into rifts with this handcrafted 2D roguelite platformer. It does actually look quite interesting, kind of dark and mysterious. I like the kind of battling sort of like platforming type thing, as long as it's done quite well. And to be fair, this does actually look like it's been done well. There are 30 different dungeons. You gain power so that you're as powerful as the enemies, and there are 30 different dungeons to actually explore, which is pretty cool. I think I might actually pick this one up. Okay, so maybe this one is one to avoid. It does actually sound okay on paper. New stage 10 and survival mode, stunning boss fights, live through dramatic battles against space invaders, kill thousands of opponents and save the earth, stand on the front line of war, test your determination. But according to Switch Stars, it is one of the biggest rubbish pieces of crap you'll buy and not really worth any price. So I would probably stay well away from this one if I was you. I mean, looking at it, it does actually look quite rubbish, doesn't it? It doesn't look the best. Well, basically, whenever I see the Crisis series comes up on sale, I really have to mention it. And yeah, these are some of the groundbreaking games that basically broke a lot of PCs back in the day. Yeah, now they're running on the Switch, which is just so weird to think of now. The fact that they were the milestone of what games could actually be and tested a lot of PCs back in the day kind of like says a lot of how we've advanced in times. But yeah, these are some great games. They are brilliant and in a neat little package just for your entertainment. Well worth getting, I would definitely recommend. And another one heading straight to my wanted list. This one actually is a point and click adventure explorational game, kind of like something to do with magic's being taken away from the land and you have to find it or something like that. It doesn't actually look too bad as point and click games go. And there looks like there's some quite wacky, weird characters within the game as well. If anyone else has played it, again, should I be picking this one up? Have I lost out by not playing it? It does look decent. Graphically, it looks like an interesting type way of, doing it as well. Doing it, that sounds rude, but you know what I mean. Yet another game I need to add to my already long list. This is actually getting like steam, really. It's a Souls game. It does actually look really good. There's about 3 of them out now, and all of them have got at least half decent ratings. If you're basically looking for a cheap Souls game, this is probably where you're going to be coming. It does actually look decent. I have been wanting this game for so long, but it's just dedicating so much time to it that I just don't have at the moment. Maybe when I'm on holiday or something, I might be able to delve a bit more deeper. It comes on offer so often, it's just not worth just buying just out of a whim if you're not going to be playing it. But I would definitely recommend it by the looks of it to anyone that likes the Souls genre. Okay, so these genres of games, as in the find hidden object genres, are not my cup of tea, but I do know there's a lot out there that do love these games. Hello, Mum. Yeah, my mum loves these games. Mainly on mobile, but on, I guess, the Switch is perfect place considering it's touchscreen. They normally have a decent story. This one looks okay. I like the fact that, all these zoomy bits, as you can see. I think this will probably be decent for some people, and at these prices there are a lot, by the way. If you look into the developers thing on the actual eshop, there's a lot of these going on sale at the moment as well. Oh, they got little puzzles as well. There is definitely something about these little bit trip type games that really does appeal to me. The running one mostly because I like that sort of thing, but some of the others have some appeal as well. I do like a good auto runner, and yeah, as a collection these have quite a few different genres in one little collection, I guess. And I think anyone that's into this sort of thing will definitely get a kick out of it. I've played certain ones and yeah, they're pretty decent, if not simple little games, driven for most players, I'd say. Definitely worth the price. This one's been a weird week. I wanted to show off more indie. I did have a couple of high hitters in there, but I wanted to go more of the ones that don't get mentioned in other videos. More not a highly 100% knew what I was talking about. Some of them I didn't want to just read off a blurb, but there you have it. Hopefully some food for thought. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and the slightly different content that I delivered, and yeah, come for join us in our community Discord. Leave a comment down below and enjoy, because life is better when we switch together.